Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Recently I was able to watch Fantastic Four since, it got a lot of hype, and don't get me wrong, there were a lot of people comparing it to the new Superman movie, but I actually was looking forward to it a lot more since the led up to Doomsday. And don't get me wrong, I love both movies, but they differ in different ways. Superman was basically establishing a new DC universe, and to be honest with you, I take back what I said. I actually thought Superman was more of what I look forward to. But the Fantastic Four, I was actually pretty hyped about that too, since like I said, it was leading up to Doomsday, and I really want to see how that goes with the Secret Wars and so on. So I just watched this movie around Friday when it came out, and I'm just gonna give my opinions on what I thought I liked about the movie, what I thought could be better about the movie, and just give my general thoughts on the movie overall. So let's get into it. Okay, for starters, I think I gotta talk about the cast, since I think that was what was on a lot of people's minds. So I'm just gonna talk about the cast, starting off with the main four. Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, he completely embodies the character. It was like 100% to a T for me. I just like that they portrayed him as smart, but also he makes the wrong choices sometimes, even though he's known for how good of a thinker he is. And I like that they showed that part of him in this movie. Don't get me wrong, it has been done in other movies, but they definitely made it a part of his character in this one. I also liked how Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, she was amazing. She was a standout character for me in this movie. And look, I have a bias to Jessica Alba, and I'm sure a lot of other people do, but I thought her character in this movie was really good. I really liked how they showed her motherly side and how she was willing to protect Franklin against anything really, and I just liked that part of the character for me. Joseph Quinn as a Human Torch, he sold me on that. His character is really well compared to Chris Evans, and no disrespect to that version of the character, but they add more layers to his character in this movie compared to how it was before. And he's not just some type of asshole. Don't get me wrong, he makes remarks every now and then, but he has smarts to him. He doesn't just make fun of you and then move on. He does a lot more, which I really liked. He also had something going on with the Silver Surfer as well, so I like that part of his character as well. The Thing's character as well, he was pretty good for the most part. I liked it. I just liked how he interacted with some of the other characters in the movie, which I thought was a plus as well. So yeah, the main four were really good. I also really like Galactus and Silver Surfer themselves. They were both done justice in this movie, proper. For me, I just really like Galactus' character as well, because he just felt threatening, and this is a major improvement over how Galactus was before, because before he was a cloud, so it just felt straight up ripped out of the comics the way he was. He felt like a proper Avengers level threat, and that's saying something, since he definitely felt in the same league as Thanos did. I just don't know how, but it just felt like that to me. And also Silver Surfer's character, I really like that as well. I know there was a lot of controversy going into this movie, since it wasn't the main Silver Surfer like we all know it is. It was Shia LaBeouf, who is basically the Silver Surfer's wife. And going into this movie, I'm a comic fan, so I knew who she was, and I didn't really have a problem with it. Her character is completely fine in this film. They show more of a sympathetic side to her, which I really liked, because it shows why she does what she does, and it makes you feel about how her actions are. And her character comes full circle at the end of the movie anyways, so I really like that choice anyways. It was fine by me. I also liked the very 60s retro-futuristic type of art direction that they went for in this movie. There were parts of it that reminded me a lot of the TVA from Loki, and in general it just looked completely separate from how the MCU usually looks and feels. And I'll be honest with you, that was one of my favorite parts about this movie. It just felt like it had its own type of identity, if you get what I mean. It had its own type of thing going on. The way the Fantastic Four were treated in this movie was really nice as well. I don't know, it just felt really cool just to see how a different Earth other than the MCU operates, and it was nice just seeing the type of environment and how people reacted in that movie.
Time is it, Ben?
No.
What time is it, Ben?
No, Johnny.
Say it!
I don't wanna!
Say it!
There's not a lot that I can criticize about this movie, but if I had to give out what I thought could have been done better, the main Fantastic Four, they all really embody the characters well, but I feel like the Thing could have had a few more scenes to flesh out his character. And I get that there's this whole character with him wanting to be human, which has been done before, but I feel like they were alluding to that into the movie, but they just cut it short near the end. And I feel like if they had a few more scenes between him and the characters that he interacts with, it would have fleshed out his character a lot more. Same thing with a couple of other characters, like Reed, for example. He did have a few scenes that also got cut. It felt like they got cut at least, and I don't know, I just felt like there was a lot that was taken out of this movie. Also, if I'm gonna be honest about it, I just think that Reed's powers could have been way better utilized and just more creative in general. In the movie, I just feel like they were used, but they weren't used in any interesting ways, if you get what I mean. There was one part of the movie that I thought they were used the best, and then that's about it. Not really a big thing for me. I just thought it could have been done way better. But yeah, overall, if I had to give like a rating of this movie, I would say it's like a solid 8 to 8.5 out of 10. It's a pretty decent MCU movie, and I just like how it differs a lot from the typical one. It doesn't have jokes that are sprinkled throughout every single part of the movie, and it takes things pretty serious, which kind of reminds me of how Marvel used to be back in its Phase 1, Phase 2 days, if you get what I mean. I just feel like if we can get more of this, then after, let's say, Secret Wars reboots the whole MCU and everything starts off from everything again, we can get more movies like this that take themselves more seriously. Obviously still have some humor in there, but just make the humor good this time, please, because typical MCU humor is just not funny to me. It hasn't been funny to me ever since Phase 3 started, and it's not something that I really look forward to whenever I watch these movies. It just feels kind of corny to me. But like I said, it's not a perfect movie, but it's a pretty decent one, and I'm just excited for if Marvel can actually keep this up with Spider-Man Brand New Day and then just lead up into Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. But yeah, that's just what I think. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe for future content, as well as letting me know what your thoughts are on the movie if you've watched it. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.